And we're back. Welcome back to the Clown Show.
I'll do anything that you want.
I'll do anything.
Daddy.
For
Daddy.
Cause you're the boss, daddy.
Yeah,
You the boss, daddy.
Boss daddy.
You know, I used to want to be recognized as something like a jester. You know, that was the whole beauty about being satirical, is that you could have this comedic mantra about yourself, but you know that there is an underpinning reality. And so there was this intrinsic benefit to that. But I don't think that really exists, because I think all of reality now is just a big clown show. And I don't even think you can so much delineate between satire and reality as much, because those people who are trying to be satirical, I think they're just being absorbed into our reality now. And this probably all sounds like moosh moosh. Like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about our sponsor, Potty Meat.
Chugging potted meat and Shasta Twist lemon lime soda. I'm not sure what to expect. I've never had potted meat. Let's go.
What is potty meat?
Potted
Leave
meat.
it in the comments. Do you like potted meat? And what am I going to rate this? Let's find out.
This
So
looks
he's
like
putting-
that guy that wanted steak,
Okay.
and he just wanted to go
Couple
back into
cans
the
of soda.
Matrix.
Yeah.
And now,
Except this is potted
the
meat.
potted meat.
It's basically
Get as much as I
spam
can
that's
out of
been
these.
mushed.
It kind of reminds me of dog food.
And he's putting
It's
that
hard
in
to
Sprite
say.
or
Yeah, why is
citrus
he putting it in
Shasta.
Sprite?
Seems like Agent Smith put him back in the Matrix, but gave him a different
Okay,
reality.
there's
And
three.
you know what's crazy is that this individual's doing this
Four.
willingly. He doesn't have to do this.
And
What is that?
five.
What is he drinking out of? Is that
It's
a
a
boot?
boot.
5 cans
It's a glass boot.
of potted meat. Ooh, it's going to fall over. All right, time to stir. Reverse spatula. It looks like it's breaking down.
Who requested
there we
this?
go.
Like, who requested him
And
to do
I'm going to
this?
top
His
it off with
viewers
a
and
little
his
bit more
comments.
soda.
If you go through his
Interesting.
comments, there's all
Yeah.
kinds of interesting
Kind of smells like
requests.
Make
blended
sure you
bologna.
Put a nice hat on the thing.
All right,
Oh yeah.
take a look. Cheers.
Whoa.
This is unedited. This is all real. One
Well,
hit.
the best we know.
This guy does this for a living.
Oh, I chug so you don't have to. Okay.
Well, it's probably not the worst thing that I've chugged, but it doesn't taste very good. I'm going to rate this a 2 out of 10.
So, a couple questions come to mind, right?
Yeah.
A lot of questions come to mind.
So, we live in a day when people feel like they don't have to, but they want to do this willingly. Now, I could think about, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, nobody would have even came across the idea of doing any of this. But this is just one of many things we're going to be showing today. And it's progressively... I'm
They
not going
might
to
have
say
been a
work.
freak show.
Well, it
And the
would be.
circus?
See, freak shows are unique, right? A bearded woman was supposed to be unique. It's supposed to be like this one-off thing. It's a freak show.
Right.
But
Right.
if everybody's a bearded woman, then it's just normality.
Or a
and-
big freak show.
Well, that means the whole world's just a big freak. Then who's not a... That means the freak is the normal person? Sounds like that Alfred Hitchcock thing where it's the pig people. And, they thought that they... Anyways.
I think we know
Yeah.
what normal looks like anyway.
That's B.L. Brady. How a nigga neck look like that? Geo. Damn. Can't fold? Oh, yeah, you look like the nigga on Fantastic Four. Stretch Elastic Man.
It's Elastic Man.
It's elastic, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, people do this willingly. So they're not trying to be a freak show. They're contributing to the ecosystem. Like, they feel like they're contributors. And as we continue on, I'm going to periodically, now one by one after another, because it's too much for us any to absorb. We'll actually fall back into a matrix. But you're going to see, I don't want to call it progressively worse, but it will progressively amplify. And at the end of the show, you need to ask yourself a question. Jesters used to be unique. They used to have a crucial playing in the ecosystem. But now, are we just clowns entertaining clowns? We don't have any real contribution to the ecosystem. We all are just clowns entertaining clowns. And there's a reason that's important, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But just as we continue on, keep that in the back of your mind. But I'm not going to add anything yet. I'm waiting for good time interjections, but just keep that on your mind. But colleague, what's on your Jester tabs?
Well, I thought you'd never ask, Jimmy. It's interesting. It seems like you guys have heard of the MAPs. And I'm not talking about Dora the Explorer where like, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map,
There's been speculation about why she's saying that. But you're talking about the minor attracted persons.
Yeah, minor attracted persons.
Oh, I thought you meant map gas.
No. I'm not talking about that either. What I'm going to show you guys is pretty interesting, actually. I think you guys will find it interesting. There's a new thing out there where people are suffering from POCD, apparently. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's pedophilic OCD, obsessive compulsion disorder.
Whoa.
But I'll let this lady who struggles with it explain what in the world she's struggling with.
I thought I was a pedo for many years because I had these intrusive thoughts that scared the shit out of me. And I'm like, why am I having these thoughts? Like, what's wrong? And I would give meaning to these thoughts and I would try to figure out why I was having these thoughts. And I came to the conclusion that if I'm having these thoughts, it must be that's who I am. I thought I was a pedo for many years.
Okay, so she's just come to terms with it, that's just who she is. And then there's this doctor lady explaining what it is.
Let's talk POCD, pedophilic OCD. It is a scary term, I know, but it does not mean pedophilia. What POCD means is in fact the opposite, that you are deeply afraid of becoming or being a pedophile. So the way OCD works is it just chooses something that is completely outside of your value system, and then it tortures you with it.
Yeah, we get that. You don't want to murder someone, so you continuously think, oh, I'm going to murder my boss. Like, it's because you're so against it, your brain tries to balance that. I think we've all experienced that, or at least I have. But I haven't had it with the POCD, I guess.
Yeah, because the implication is if you don't have this, then is that meaning you have proclivities towards that? Because this would be the most antithetical to pedophilia. But if you don't struggle at all, does that mean you have higher proclivities towards pedophilia?
Yeah, that's one implication I didn't even think about. I didn't think about any of this stuff.
I didn't either. I didn't even know this was a real thing.
Yeah, I never spend any time thinking about it all. At all. Ever. Not yesterday.
Kid.
I didn't think about it a couple weeks ago either. So, but now I'm thinking about it.
Well, maybe now, so this proves that we're not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't have any thoughts now. But they're playing with their minds. This is just mind games.
Maybe this is a psyop.
Yeah. So I Googled what is POCD, and something even more interesting came to my mind. So this is pedophilia OCD. It says, there's the reality. And then here is the treatment, which I found especially interesting. The gold standard treatment is exposure and response prevention therapy, typically administered by licensed mental health specialists. So how do you get exposure therapy for this kind of thing? That's what I want to know.
So I guess that is a good question. So to fix this, you got to expose them to pedophilic pictures, pedophilic videos. I mean, are you, because usually exposure therapy is not just visual apparatuses. They try to get you involved in those circumstances so you can face it. Kind of like if you're afraid of going inside of an elevator, exposure therapy would say, well, try to make increments of getting into the elevator for 1 second and then coming back out. And slowly, as you get exposed to that fear,
right,
then you will be able to regulate it. But how do you expose yourself? So are they telling you to expose yourself to children in a vulnerable setting?
Was that was a pun, wasn't it? Expose yourself to children.
Well, I mean, it depends on how you want to take it.
This whole thing is toxic.
Wow.
I don't know what to do with any of it.
I think you might have the right solution.
When we're talking POCD, it's awfully convenient that it's coming out in our modern era. Whereas, I don't know if the DSM-5 has anything to say about it.
But DSM-7
you sound like you sound like Darth Vader, man.
Sorry, it's the toxicity level is it speaks for itself, quite frankly.
Is that why you're wearing the mask? Is because you're trying to refrain yourself from any exposure?
Precisely.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know what to think about that outside of implications on both sides of the coin, but I think colleague does have the right idea. There needs to be wow. I have a video I'm about to play that's correlated with that, but I don't know. I gotta chew on that because the counter narrative is just as bad. I don't know. Like, example, let's say I go to see a therapist and I watch this clip, right? I watch this clip. Like, let's say I'm routinely going to a therapist every month to month, and I've been going seeing this therapist for like a year or two. So we have conversations about whatever in life. And I watch this. And then I come to my therapist and I tell them, I watched this video this past week about
I struggle with pedophilia.
No, you don't say.
And OCD on top of that.
You say the opposite, which is, I watched this video and I've noticed I don't have any pedophilic thoughts or impositions, but that person, the doctor there, was saying the reason why they have this is because they are astronomically against this, and that's why they're seeing these things, because they despise it to the core. And so I would ask this therapist, that would mean somebody who's not having any pedophilic visuals are at least in the median of having pedophilic proclivities. Is that real?
It's a lose-lose.
Right.
Because, if you do, then they have to administer exposure therapy, which whatever that looks like, it's just a big open door. If you're an MAP person and you get caught in 4K, you get caught, and all you have to do is say, this is part of my exposure therapy. Look, it's in the DSM-7. Check it out. It's right there. I'm administering, or I'm being administered exposure therapy. And the doctors could even administer for them. And the doctors themselves may be able to administer for themselves exposure therapy. It's like, I need to be exposed to this tonight,
Right, because I would say, I never even thought about this until I saw that video. Now that video is making me think about it. So now is that exposure to just the disease or mental health issue itself inviting me to be now treated for something that's going to induce a repetitiveness of pedophilic visuals that I've never had to begin with. So is this just a way to administer pedophilic visuals that I've never had, but now because you're talking about it, you're going to force me to have exposure treatment? I mean, is this just a way to get people to see pedophilia?
I was going to say, this sounds like a psyop, man. It sounds like a way to legitimize.
Yeah, because the solution is just as bad as the omission, and then the denial only causes you to say that maybe I like pedophilia more than the one that is seeing pedophilic visions. So I'm worse because I'm not having pedophilic visions.
That's crazy.
There's a guy who actually goes to places like Goodwill and he restores Barbies. I guess I'll show you guys. He may be actually suffering from the same thing.
Anna from Goodwill. She looked nice, but her body was so flimsy. I had never seen a case this bad. She's gonna need a whole new look. I tried force-feeding her some batteries to get turned on, but it was not working. No worries, I can fix her. We needed to make an incision to have mouth access.
What?
That's more like it.
I think this is like DOCD.
Looking
This
good.
is
Now we
doll
can fit this
obsessive
battery in here, no
compulsive
problem.
disorder. Whoa.
What a mouthful. Now we can fix her legs.
Not right.
It just
She was a
feels
little feisty
weird.
here.
Yeah, see. So what was the treatment for this? Exposure therapy?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to
clean
figure
up
out.
here?
Is this what we envisioned for exposure therapy? And I guess I'm asking the Mayo Clinic.
Now we can fix this mess. That's more like it. Let's get her dressed and check her out now. Much better.
Oh.
Who should I fix next?
Well, this leads to the fact of probably, this is actually a loophole. Because if every time somebody has a visual compulsion, and no matter what it is the idea going to be this kind of radical extreme, or is it going to be the solution, just more exposure therapy? So the reason why I keep dreaming about energy drinks is because I hate energy drinks. Or could it just simply be, the most common answer, I just like energy drinks. And that's probably why I'm thinking about, maybe that's a revolutionary thought. Maybe I'm the first to ever think about that. The reason why you're
deep.
probably thinking about energy drinks all the time, it could be because you like energy drinks, right? I mean, that seems kind
You
of
usually
rational.
don't spend a lot of time thinking about something you don't like, unless you have a phobia, in which case you might be obsessive in that sense. But yeah, usually you think about stuff you do like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here thinking about spiders. I hate spiders, but I'm not always thinking about spiders all the time. Like, oh man, I hope I don't see a spider. Oh man, I like that would be the extreme.
But phobias usually tend to increase into interest and curiosity. And exposure only gets you, if you already have those negative proclivities, exposures only get you more familiar with that, which then can give you entry gates into being curious.
So that guy was scared of the Elsa doll, and that's what got him curious.
He now wanted to find a solution.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump Jr.
Donald Trump Jr. just married the daughter of Epstein's banker. According to various reports, Donald Trump Jr.'s
banker.
new wife, Bettina Anderson, is the daughter of the late Harry Loy Anderson Jr., who is best known for maintaining banking accounts for Jeffrey Epstein. Bettina Anderson reportedly wanted to get married at the White House, but both Trumps said that was a bad idea, so instead they were married on a private island. Yeah. Harry Loy Anderson was known to have a close relationship with Epstein. In 1999, he wrote a recommendation describing Epstein as a gentleman of the highest integrity with an excellent reputation in our community. Trump has tried his hardest to distance himself from Epstein, despite mounting evidence of their close relationship, like the 38,000 times his name is mentioned in the files. Or Epstein's emails to Larry Nassar saying Trump shares their love of young nubile girls. The DOJ has said this was fake, but then again, Trump's DOJ hasn't prosecuted anyone in relation to Epstein. So now his son has married the daughter of the inner circle. Doesn't look great. Maybe this is why Trump skipped the wedding.
But you know what Donald Trump could do here? He could claim POCD. Mm-hmm. He could say, only reason why I was thinking about those, what she say, nubile young girls is because I despise pedophilia. The only reason why I was thinking about Epstein and his island is because I despise what he was doing. The only reason why I was thinking about billions of dollars is because I despise money. The only reason why I've been thinking about making all these monuments of myself throughout Washington, D.C. is because I despise monuments.
Yeah.
And the only treatment, right? The only treatment is exposure therapy. So Trump's saying, I need monuments so then I can fight from getting monuments. I need to go to Epstein's Island so I can fight this hatred of pedophilia. And this is why I approve my son marrying in the inner circle. So then it could help me with exposure therapy to say, see, I don't like this.
Yeah, well, if you look at Gary and his hatred for younger women, his wife should have known about this as well, that he's just trying to self-treat.
The last few holes. Honestly, finding the right spot on the green is all about, reading the slope before you even take your stance. The last few holes. Honestly,
So he's trying to fight the urge, and he's bending down. It almost looks like she can see him too. And the wife, Gary's wife, looks over at him and she slaps him in the back of the head.
Finding the right spot on the green is all about, reading the slope before you even take your stance.
But she shouldn't. She should know. She's solidifying this OCD proclivity.
Yeah, she doesn't realize that she's only encouraging him to do it even more.
Because this is exposure therapy.
Yeah, if she keeps on, this is what creates compulsions, which leads to DID and all this other stuff. This is what happens. It's like there's another guy who got his hand slapped because he let his intrusive thoughts win, I guess.
It's the end of those just starting.
These aren't intrusive thoughts. You're playing the wrong game.
He was rap slapping his hand. He's like, get it out of there.
See, that is exposure therapy. If we take, we're gonna beat this to the deadness. Whoever that doctor is, we're gonna take your solution to the highest level. Anytime you have proclivities, you need exposure therapy.
Yeah, the ref slapping the guy's hand away, the wife slapping her husband's head, the back of his head, you're only contributing not to help, but to the problem itself.
Right. And that's why when you see people dealing with other problems, you need to take that same understanding. Like a common epidemic in the United States right now, and probably most of the world, is obesity. And
You're saying instead of POCD, it's OBCD.
Right. Perfect. Right. Exactly. And, what's the solution according to that woman? Exposure therapy. So if you want to fight your compulsion to eat, you need exposure to food.
John starts his morning with a 2-inch pizza. A portion like that isn't nearly enough. He eats 5 of them all by himself. The stringy cheese instantly fires up his taste buds. In under 3 minutes, the food is completely gone. Still hungry, he digs for snacks hidden under his pillow. But that tiny amount doesn't even fill the gaps in his teeth. With no other choice, he begs his mother for help.
What do you want? Just a couple burgers and soda. Maybe medium fry. Oh, could you give me one of those caramel sundaes?
Sure, no problem.
The mother hears him and rushes to a nearby fast food joint. But Sean isn't grateful at all because she missed one single item. He screams at her at the top of his lungs. Hunger has completely destroyed his sanity. He grabs a burger and starts eating. In just 2 bites, the whole thing is swallowed whole. Still not full, he goes after his mother again, now sitting in a wheelchair. She is too exhausted to keep running back and forth. She decides to load Sean into the trunk, planning to bring him back only when he's stuffed. But the moment Sean gets in the car, his stomach starts growling again. To keep him going, his mother quickly hands him a drumstick. But as soon as he finishes this meal, Sean is already thinking about the next.
See, but this is exposure therapy, right? This is how you fix OCBD.
OBDC.
Yeah.
OBCD.
Right. Because like the woman said, this is the solution.
Well, he could still have a part on the next Pirates of the Caribbean.
And see, this is perfect in the amalgamation of this thought. First of all, why is that woman that you showed putting any of that online.
You're talking about the one that was like, "I'll do anything that you want, that you want."
That
be
is
the boss,
so.
daddy."
Yeah, well, I get why that's on there, but this woman is admitting that she has pedophilic visions.
Oh yeah, I know. The comments are loaded. People are saying some things are just left unsaid.
Well, you know, if it's real, like if you are concerned about that, surely you go see a doctor, right? Whatever. But no, you put it back on. And my theory, like I was saying in the beginning, we are all now just clowns. Entertaining clowns. That information is not helping any insight to the kings. It's actually giving validity to the kings to say, absolutely. Right.
Well, it even seems like it's a ploy
of the kings.
Yeah.
Right.
They're actually employing this rhetoric. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no more communication as jesters being a means of insight. We are now just jesters talking to jesters. So I can't call them jesters anymore. We've lost that value. We're just clowns, entertaining clowns. And you know what's crazy is when you watch that woman that you showed, her visuals, like her face, her expressions is, I am genuinely giving information that's useful. I say, to who? Who are you telling this to? To more clowns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, just like more clowns, what are clowns fascinated in? They're fascinated in more clowns. So then we have this obesity person, some reason voluntarily saying, I want to put my life on here when I'm prostrated with a towel over myself, shoved into some...
That's what was hard for me. I was like, you're actually just exposing yourself to the world.
And you show them they're shoving you in some van, eating some turkey legs.
Can you imagine delivering a pizza and they open the two back doors of the van and you see Jabba the Hutt back there and you're like, hey, guy. And his junk is just right in front of your face and now you're going to actually have to give him this pizza.
And you're doing it volitionally.
Yeah.
And this is what...
as an employee, like the Pizza Hut worker?
No, I'm saying...
Yeah, you have to...
I'm saying that person, that individual decides to put their life, like that other woman, want to tell the world, I have pedophilic visions. Volitionally, I want to... And who are you showing this again to? You think the kings are watching that? No, it's clowns. You're a clown showing your clown life to the clowns.
I think.
Oh, were you saying, Elder?
No, I was repeating what host was saying. Other clowns. Yeah.
Well, even the Prince of Persia seems to be getting in on this action.
I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Moving slow motion for me.
Like, why are you putting that online? First of all, you're mocking a whole culture. That's off top. Seeing, what's his face? Ben-Hur. I can't remember what his name is getting hot in here. But
Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
The Prince of Persia, excuse me.
And it's like, who you think's watching that? It's viral. A lot of people watching it. It ain't the kings. It's more clowns.
Well, he's a prince. I don't think
he's just off top. Off top, this is just clown life to clowns.
That was the Taj Mahal.
Another emphasis is, I think people feel like this is what they have to do unconsciously. Like, of course, you think you're volitional, you're being cute, you're on there, but you have now fallen into the deeper matrix of feeling like there's nothing left to do. The only thing you have left now is to be a clown. Like, if I want to feel like an Englishman, I got to put mustard on my face.
Very English, I'll use an English mustard. If I want to feel sweet, I'll use a honey mustard. It actually does a very good job for shaving. If I were to count, I would find that I'm putting mustard in my mouth at least 8 or 10 times a day. This is my solace. This is everything to me.
Barry has developed an almost uncontrollable obsession with mustard. He has devoted his entire life to it, even quitting his job as a lawyer just to collect and study mustard. Over the past 26 years, Barry has gathered more than 5,500 types of mustard from over 80 countries, worth more than $125,000. His home is almost completely filled with mustard, and every day he wakes up with the first intention of interacting with it. This obsession has severely affected his normal life. His wife has urged him to seek psychological treatment, but Barry insists that there is nothing wrong with him. At the same time, he shows an extreme aversion to ketchup. He has not touched ketchup for 30 years and even believes it contaminates food. A psychologist once tried to help him by offering a hot dog with ketchup, but as soon as the ketchup was placed on the table, Barry became visibly distressed and emotionally overwhelmed, eventually leaving the restaurant. Barry gave up his career to pursue Mustard and has centered his entire life around a single condiment, a behavior that has gradually pushed him away from a normal lifestyle.
Okay, so,
and see, even psychologists tried exposure
therapy,
and it didn't work here. And you know what the posits of that is. So you have a pedophilic OCD, and if exposure therapy doesn't work, then what's the conclusion? Are you ever going to admit that you might just be a pedophile? Will that ever be the conclusion?
Well, some people try to, I guess they battle it with religion.
But I am trying to become more resilient to the temptations of the enemy. So I might put a little porn on and from a distance kind of watch it from 6 feet away and go, oh boy. Well, I don't want that. I don't like that.
And you shake your head to make sure God knows you don't approve.
Well, yeah, I'm looking up at him and I'm going, can you? And they want to do that. I don't. God.
But you watch it.
Yeah,
Don't you think that's a little... I mean, aren't you, if you want... Like, you are consuming porn. You are a consumer of pornography. If you don't like porn, aren't you contributing
You
to
are
that
twisting
industry?
my words, you witch.
I'm really not.
The porn is washing over me. I'm not digesting it. I'm not consuming it. It's merely washing over me. It's bouncing off me like...
No, it's exposure therapy, right? Right. And, like he said there, it's wordplay. And he thinks that woman's tricking him up. Literally tricking him up. But, you can't blame the guy because the English language is a postulation of that.
The past tense of sneeze would be...
Sneezed.
Which means the past tense of freeze would be...
Freezed.
No. Why would you think? It would be froze. It's because that's why. And if the past tense of match is matched, then the past tense of catch would be...
Catched?
No. It would be caught. It's because it's not catched. That's why. And if the past tense of make is made, then the past tense of take would be...
Tade?
No. What would you think? It would be took. Let's take a step back. So if read is the present tense, then the past tense of read would be...
Readed?
No. What would you think?
Raid or road?
No. What would you think?
Something other than R-E-A-D?
No. What would you think? The past tense of read would be read. It's because that's why.
I hate this class.
So this word is...
On.
Which means this word is...
Son.
No. Why would you think? It's sun. It's because it's on with an S. Sun. That's why.
Okay.
Which means this word would be...
Sonic.
No. It's sonic. Let's take a step back. If this word is sun, then this word would be...
Sa?
No. Why would you think? It's so. It's because it's not sa. That's why. Which means this word would be...
Toe?
No. It's to. It's because that's why.
And so I can't blame the guy. He's sitting there like this is wordplay, and just the English language is a big wordplay, and it's
like that guy said English mustard.
Right.
Like he didn't say English muffin. Yeah. No.
And that's why. And so again, even the English language seems to be just clowns entertaining clowns, because the kings don't care about none of this. But we do. So who do you think's watching these videos, like this parody on the English language? You think the kings are? No, it's you.
What about the Prince of Egypt?
You.
The Prince of Persia.
Yeah, those people, the people that are telling the world that they have pedophilic visions, the ones that are showing everybody that they get shoved in the van and eating turkey legs, all of them. Because we feel like some reason we have no other escape. Like, and again, it's so weird. Like, if you guys can see what I'm saying, you think you are just participating in a sociological normality, but really, there's nothing left. So what you're doing is just putting out something you think is cute or informational, like you have pedophilic visions. But really, the only one listening are clowns.
Not even grandma?
This is more clown. I think this is an epitome of clown. It's actually what clowns do. I got another.
I get no words.
Another example would be, insightful information that you think is pertinent to your existential realities. Like a good example would be UFOs and all this alien talk. Do you think the kings are sitting around wondering if aliens are real and any of that? Who are they giving this information to? They're giving it to the clowns, and then they expect the clowns to give it to other clowns in the interpretation of clowns through clowns.
There's been a mass UFO sighting over Brazil. It happened the other night on May 31st in the evening. I've already posted one video with the initial round of footage, but guys, there's more footage that has since come out. I'm going to show you that right here starting now. All right, and just like the last video, fair warning, my Portuguese is not up to date, so please bear with me on some of these pronunciations. But this first clip I'm showing you, it's a long one, but it's a good one, guys. It's footage of a man using his cell phone to record his computer of a live stream of a beach camera in the state of Parana in Brazil the night of this incident. You notice the timestamp, it says 5:31, the same day the rest of these videos were all shot. And what it appears to be showing, at least to me it does, is a series of objects entering and exiting the ocean. Orbs, classic unidentified flying object, unidentified submerged object activity. And you can see it enters the water right about here and disappears. The next clip I'm about to show is a little hard to make out, but it's from the same state of Parana from that night, May 31st, and it's someone recording that glowing object over someone's house from a residential security camera. This object is from the original guy, Mayak Leo. It's a picture he uploaded. And this is a supposed picture of an object that was found in the area where the initial UFO was sighted in the jungle. So I, of course, cannot personally verify the authenticity.
Anyways, so off top. And you know what's crazy is, in the comments, the first one is, our creator, the Anunnaki are returning. It wasn't what us three first heard. So there's a man using his camera, filming the camera that's visually filming the thing that's out there being filmed. They didn't hear none of that. What they heard was, our creators, the Anunnaki, are coming. And so what you got to get here, you're absorbing clown data. And then clowns take the clown data, and they're feeding more people to create more clowns. Like, do you have to be a clown? No. Why? Because you just don't. Of course not. It's just like the language. Do you have to be a clown? No, you don't have to be.
Well, sometimes it just gets views. You get a lot more attention. Like, I remember when I was younger, and when I was in grade school, and I got this really cool starfish in a fish tank, and for some weird reason, anytime I talked about my starfish in middle school, I'd be like, hey, Johnny, do you want to come home and see my starfish? They would all want to come and see it. So, of course, like after school, this is like the center of attention for the whole school. Everybody wanted to see my starfish. Even the principal wanted to see my starfish. But and then they would see it and they weren't impressed. Now, maybe it's because it wasn't as big as the other ones, but that's fine. My starfish eventually died, but
nobody got to see it.
Yeah, nobody got to see it after that. I couldn't show
Sorry
him,
to hear that.
Thank you. His name wasn't Billy. For you guys that were on the live, my hamster Billy, he also passed away. But
right, yes, we remember Billy. Yeah, but this was a starfish.
Yeah. So I can't show anybody my starfish anymore. I could always get another one, but even my special ed teacher showed up, and that spoke volumes to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the meaning of all that story is.
Well, it's attention grabbing. You learn something that works, and then you'll keep doing that. If you yell in the middle of a room, and that's how you like that kind of attention. I like the attention of showing people my starfish, that kind of attention. Now, if I still had it with me today, I'd show my starfish right now. I'd show it online. Right. I'd probably get paid a lot of money because I know a lot of people want to see my starfish.
So I agree. That's clowns, right? Clowns, they don't have anything to contribute. They're just looking for attention. And what their narratives are false, and they don't care if they're false. They're just attention seeking. Now, jesters, on the other hand, they add satire, which is a contributive information of something that's real, utilizing comedic appeal. But we don't have that much anymore. Now we just have clowns. And you're right. It's just attention seeking. Like, you want the world to know that you have pedophilic visions. I mean, what other reason are you putting that online? And so we get to the next level, which is now that the kings realize jesters are no longer real, they're maximizing this. So now they're incentivizing. So they call us influencers. Nobody's a jester anymore, because that would mean the kings actually appreciate this relationship. No. We are influencers. And so now we get contribution to be clowns or voices for Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, oil up, buddy. $5 large pizzas are back at Caesars, thanks to Daddy Bezos. The amount of free Prime trials I'm going to be running up, 500 pizzas coming my way. $5 large pizzas are back. Hey, delivery drivers, lock in. Get ready. Let's get greasy.
So what's happening is, apparently, Jeff Bezos says for the next 2 weeks, if you have a Prime membership, you will get $5 pizzas now again, because they're back, at Little Caesars. And guess who's telling us this? Is it Jeff Bezos? No,
it's his son.
Because he doesn't have any. But it's a clown who's telling you, Daddy Bezos is here giving me my peasant food. And we all need to be excited because we not only pay for $5 pizzas, we pay $190 or whatever you're paying for Prime every year. This is the epitome of clown life.
Well, it's working.
One bite Costco pizza.
It's clown life.
You don't want to see the rest of it?
Did I turn that off?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. You can put it back on.
Yeah, I'll just put it back on.
Pizza. Just look how huge. Add some honey. First and last bite.
I mean, she actually's got the makeup of the clowns. Yeah, see, here we go. Let's get really hyperbolic. Like a good little clown. Oh, what a good little clown.
That thing was $5.
Yeah.
She's eating the cost.
And you know, who's watching this?
People people that are interested in the back rooms.
Clowns.
The back rooms.
She's going to try to put that whole thing in her mouth.
Do you have to participate in this is the question. Like, she's doing this volitionally. Why? Well, I think you're right, colleague, is because she wants attention. She wants those views. Because that's what a clown wants. A clown wants views. Because they don't have anything to contribute. Did that add anything to our society? No.
No. And then, well, we
maybe
do.
one pizza.
Go ahead, Elder.
I said it made me want pizza.
Yeah, like eating more of your good clown food. Right.
Yeah, but see, unlike them, we actually contribute to society.
Well, in a microcosm, like, I'm trying to be like the good jester, adding satirical narratives because there is an underpinning validity in real exposure therapy. So we're exposing you to the proposition of the narratives that they want you to live in this diluted matrix. And we're trying to make it satirical so it can be entertaining, but at least penetrate through these false narratives. Another good example of clown life. We all know healthcare. Healthcare is more clown life.
That's
Here's
more of
another
a
good example.
circus, but, you know.
Yeah, well, we know it is.
My wife and I just got a letter from United Healthcare telling us that they're denying coverage for our twins' stay in the NICU. And if you thought that was inhumane, you're right. But listen to this. They didn't address it to me or my wife, you know, like human adults. They addressed the letter to the baby.
clown life. Dear
Sadly, I guess it is
baby
appropriate that our preemie baby's first experience in the world is having its healthcare coverage denied. I guess my only other question for United Healthcare is that if the baby was still in the womb, would you have sent the letter to my wife and had her eat it in order to get it to the baby?
See, this is what I'm saying. Even the kings know. This is pure clown life.
Well, if that's the case, they should be sending the letters to the babies in the wombs to ask it, would you like to be aborted or not?
Well, they might in the future, just to add more clown life.
Yeah, but I don't think the baby's going to ever say yes.
You
yes.
know, like that letter said, dear baby twin. You know somebody saw that or premeditatedly put that. Nobody does that. That's not even a legal name.
And somebody had to actually type that out.
Right.
Unless somebody ran it through AI and they didn't check it afterwards. They just ran through AI and then sent it.
Well, there has to be a validity. Like, who is this? Like, who's the person on the insurance? You're not even writing to them. Like, even AI would allocate this to the person who's on this insurance policy. I guarantee you the person that's on that policy is not dear twin girl.
There's no people involved in any of this anymore. It's all done by machines.
Because it's clown life. And what's funny is, and it's not funny, I guess it's ironic, this is a valid denial. This is actually a valid denial of services, and they validate the denial to twin girl. Dear baby, twin girl. And it's like, and we accept it. We all accept it. It's like, we're going to make a video. We're going to show you how much clown life is, and we're going to continue accepting our clown life.
Now, what do they expect the baby to do? Dance?
Yes, sir, that's my
you
baby.
do have the clown
no,
video.
Sir, don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Yes, ma'am, we've decided. No, ma'am, we won't hide it. Yes, ma'am, you're invited now. By the way.
Like, who's watching this?
By the way. When
I am.
Yeah, I was going to say, outside of colleague.
Yeah, I was going to say we are.
I'm an entertainer, so that's what I do. Like, that's how I get paid, is to entertain people. I always have been. Well, not always, but...
You get paid?
Yeah, for when I'm entertaining people, yeah. That's not the show, though. I'm not entertaining people on the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my full-time job. This is my
part-time.
People. Yeah, this is actually a charity. I do all this out of the goodness of my heart.
You almost said that with a straight face.
Well, I'm from Penn State.
Well, it doesn't end there. Because you know who else is an entertainer that adds to the clown show. And, you know, there used to be a respect for this office.
Oh, you know what's funny? At the end of that video, there's actually a clown baby. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, see, there it is. See, they already know.
Oh, yeah.
There's implications. And it's a clown looking right at you.
Yeah.
Clowns looking at clowns.
And it's a ginger.
And, you know, we used to have respect for the office of the president. But
not the show?
Well, I mean, it used to be at least some kind of like, even if you thought it was a show, there was like this aura about it as some kind of legitimate function. But now it's adding to the clown show. Like this past week, I'm sure you guys heard, for this 250th anniversary of the United States, Trump is building a UFC arena that's cost millions of dollars right in the front lawn of the White House. And this week, and I'm going to play the video, he said he referenced it to the Eiffel Tower. And he's like, you know, the same thing. They built that and they did it for a show and they thought it was a monumental, beautiful thing, and they left it there. I think we should leave this UFC arena in front of the White House because it's a grand work of art like the Eiffel Tower.
You know that in Paris, France, the Eiffel Tower, 1889 it was built. It was supposed to be taken down immediately after the World's Fair. And then they said, you know, we sort of like it. Let's leave it up a little bit longer. And then they said, let's leave it up longer and longer and longer. Well, they never took it down. And, you know, we're building something in front of the White House that's quite attractive to a lot of people. It's going to have the big UFC fight on June 14th. And I'm looking at it and maybe we'll never, ever take it down.
We're becoming an idiocracy, seriously.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Colosseum. You have the Caesar who comes out, and from the White House, they could see what's going on in these games. They just thumbs down, thumbs up. Everybody 7-up. What's the matter? How's it?
He's becoming to the realization of what a disaster we are as a society.
That's all I have to do. Wow.
Holy crap, dude. What is this thing?
This thing's got 18,000 bristles. It's a mouthpiece toothbrush that takes your brushing time from 2 minutes to 20 seconds. Every time I use this thing, I feel like I just walked out of the dentist's office after a cleaning. It gets into every single nook and cranny that your teeth have to offer.
Every day there's more products. It's like, hey, we can reduce your 2 minutes. And think about what they're saying here. What they're saying is we're solving a problem. And what's the problem? 2 minutes. And we're going to reduce that 2 minutes to 30 seconds. And for a lot of people, this is innovative. This is exciting. And they're going to spend $20, $30, $40 on this because 2 minutes is the inconvenience. If you can't see how this is slowly devolving, and these are the things that you find as solutions, this is only projected in the reality of your consumption, not of just products, but of the things you think are information, the things that you think are entertaining, and the things you volitionally contribute. Why are you going online telling people you have pedophilic visions? What is that?
Some people may be proud about their new lifestyle.
I am a man and I am actually pregnant. I started having morning sickness. I found out I was pregnant at 11 weeks. After I took the test and I saw that it positive, I'm probably the only transgender male that's pregnant.
Wiley is a transgender man who has undergone chest reconstruction surgery and has been on long-term testosterone therapy. He lives with his partner Stefan in a converted bus in Texas, leading a free and laid-back life until Wiley unexpectedly discovered he was pregnant. The news left both of them in shock. Wiley has lived as a man for a long time, and this pregnancy created...
I think it's interesting is this guy, Wiley's partner, this guy right here, he's getting the best of both worlds. Like he has homosexual tendencies, fine, but then he's also gets the other side too. So he gets the woman's side and the man's side, because obviously this Wiley is an actual woman. She just had surgery, but the parts are still there, obviously, so she's able to get pregnant. So this guy gets the best of both worlds. He can be gay and straight at the same time. And you can see he's genuinely happy. I've never seen someone more happy.
Adding contributive adjectives as though that's a normative. I don't know about the word best in any of it.
Well, he looks like he's happy. He looks genuinely happy. This guy. The other guy looks like, she looks like she's struggling, but he looks happy.
Yeah, it's fine. Again, these are preferences, right? I don't care. I say gung-ho it, whatever you want to do. My real question since the beginning of this episode is, why are you putting this online? Like, well, what is this? Why?
This is pride.
No, this is clown.
Pride comes
this is clicks. Clicks.
Yeah. The Wiley here is proud to be a mother. She's just not proud about everything. And yeah, I guess, yeah, the pronouns.
See, again, I don't even care. You want to have extreme love or whatever this is, this gay, bi, whatever, go for it. I don't even care. Like one iota. I'm asking the question is, why do you think you need to put... You know how many people have all these kind of proclivities and sexual desires and relationship desires? It's like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you do in your bedroom. You can do whatever you want. Nobody cares what you do outside of your bedroom. But you put it online. Why? Because you're entertaining the clowns, positive or negative. That's it. You're not entertaining the kings. Because the kings use the Clown News Network to tell you what they're doing. Because you're not advising the kings no more. They're using the clowns to advise you.
Google is requesting federal approval to release 32 million mosquitoes in California and Florida as part of its debugging program. The plan is to release insects that are male because they do not bite or carry disease like their female counterparts. The hope is that these mosquitoes that are less likely to bite will mate with the females as a way of population control. Here's how it works.
They put this bacteria into the mosquitoes and it makes them sterile. If they go and mate with wild female mosquitoes, there's very few progeny in the next generation. If they do this on a large enough scale, the mosquito population is going to crash. They're fighting mosquitoes with mosquitoes.
This is fascinating. I'm fascinated by this. Google has filed a permit with the EPA for the project. It's not clear exactly where in California and Florida the mosquitoes would be released.
And then the bats and the birds will have less things to eat, and then their population will start to plummet because they're starving.
Well, the bats and the birds can just pick a different diet plan. I don't know if they're going to miss mosquitoes any more than we will.
Yeah, but see what this is causing? It's causing us to get sucked into this clown narrative. And it's like Google. When did Google care about mosquitoes? But no, they want to get the Clown News Network. And a clown saying, oh, wow, this is so fascinating. Yeah, of course, clown. And clowns telling clowns, and then clowns getting involved in clown conversation. Did you see the guy they had on there? He's like, yeah, and then we're going to get the male mosquitoes, and the male mosquitoes are going to take over the population. We're going to get rid of all the mosquitoes.
And then the mosquitoes will reduce the population.
And you know what's crazy is that she's, wow, that's interesting. It's like you're more interested in the clown
I'm interested
narrative.
in this.
Yeah.
This is Clown World. This is Clown World.
Yeah, anytime you interfere with the wild, I think it leads to dire consequences.
See, this is delusion. You know the problem with this. Go ahead, Elder.
That image wouldn't bother me as much if the music that they put with it, that's what was really disturbing.
Yeah, and that's why people want to do stuff like
Can I
this.
chomp an entire pineapple? Let's go.
Whoa. Wow.
Why do you do this?
I didn't think that was going to pop off that easy.
Because you're a clown.
I'm an unlicensed geeker in 46 states, and today I'll be testing this honey packet. Let's geek out on the honey pack.
The concept?
Clowns.
Come spend a very real, slightly chaotic workday with me. I woke up late, classic, rushed out the door, and got in my car, only to realize I had no gas. So while I was filling up my tank, I ordered a coffee for pickup with Uber Eats. I grabbed it, walked straight into the office, and made it just in time for my 9 a.m. meeting. And honestly, once the day got super...
Oh.
That's because of clown workers. I don't blame her. That's clown workers.
Yeah, that's not good, man. That's
man.
You see that? We got, how fast can I eat a pineapple? I'm going, and you know that guy who was talking about the honey pack and geeking out? He's actually a licensed pharmacist. And so he's just talking about, hey, we got this honey pack at the gas station, we're going to geek out. Let me put this banana orange headphone on my head. Hey, guys, I'm over here running out of gas. Guess what I'm going to do? While I'm running out of gas, I'm going to go get me a mocha, matcha, and this and that. And guess what? I'm going to go get an Uber. Who are you even talking to? And as you scroll, like what I was doing was showing, this is what you scroll. And this is all you do all day, and you're entertained. It's like, this is, and then the crazy part is, then you pull out your phone and you say, let me film my life and contribute by telling you I have pedophilic visions.
Well, you know, the folks who go and watch the participate in the live, you know, that opening sequence, we have the animation. It shows exactly what you're talking about.
No. And that's the tough part.
Well, back in the day when you used to make guns squirt, you also used to make beats. So imagine doing that today. You would actually be able to contribute, not the guns part, but the beats part.
Yeah, but music is essential to all civilizations since the dawn of time. The rhythmic sense of a pattern, of a thing that unites a community. Even vocal tones have a rhythmic articulation, a format. That's fundamental, but that's adding to the contribution of the human experience through sharing of information that becomes additional, beneficial, not just attention seeking.
Yeah, like what they used to do in the old school times.
This next beat is a hip hop beat.
Oh, man.
Are you feeling it? I am. I really am.
Feeling it.
I feel bad. I feel like I know what's about to happen.
Now that's something. That is something.
He's getting it.
I think so.
Here it comes. Almost there.
Okay, it didn't happen. That's good.
He said almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost.
And again, that's not even contributive. That's just entertainment.
Like, there's a group of skateboarders out there. They're a fringe group, but there's skateboarding community, and then there's within the skateboarding community, there's the emo crowd, and they're living in reality and they're facing it head on. The emo hard flip.
Jeez.
So
this kind of feels like that Persian video.
He actually, that was a clean landing. I've never seen anything more clean. So all the skater community, I know they're like that. That's
this is ultimate hang time.
Yeah, he's hanging out.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. He's just hanging out.
That's like a good 10,000 year hang time going on right there.
Oh, other people are a little more pessimistic. They're not even skating. They're just giving up.
That's probably the end result.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know.
Now, some people are saying they see a person in there. Is there a person in this wheelchair? Some people, there's a big debate.
Isn't that witness to murder?
Probably, but it's in
some other country.
In Canada? Oh, I thought maybe it was in Canada. You're allowed to do that stuff in Canada.
And yeah, I guess it's assisted,
especially if you're old or sick. Yeah, then you can do it.
Yeah, at first I was trying to think, okay, if there's a person in here, they just drop them off into the water and they just stand there and they're just contemplating life. If there's no person in there, then this person is getting rid of their wheelchairs. They just dump their wheelchair and they're just standing there looking at the water. And I don't know what happens afterwards, but either way, it's just see, this isn't entertaining. This is actually sad.
No, this is more clown world, unfortunately, because somebody put this online.
Yeah, the person filming, but this person doesn't know they're being filmed.
The person filming. It's like, you ain't doing nothing about it. You want to just show us the world this happened. That's it. Why? Yeah. You want more attention.
I think this comment actually sums it up pretty nicely right here. If you guys can zoom in on that let me see. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you guys watch the live introduction, this is exactly it. Why? Why do we participate in this literally, this is clown world?
Actually, there's only 49,000
likes.
Likes.
Yeah, so there's probably.
I think I'm one of them now.
There's probably millions of views.
But even the original sound is in Jibberoo. Or this Arabic. Look at this. It's not even in English. The original sound.
Yeah. Which is fine. And, that's probably because those people know people in America participate in this kind of clown activity. And all I'm saying is we can do better. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
oh, I see what you're saying. You're trying to, we're trying to top the stupidity that's out there. I'm on to you.
It's like,
let's get 2 wheelchairs.
No, we could do better. I encourage you guys to come to our lives so we can do better.
You guys remember that one lady, what was her name? Krishanda Williams from 2018, who she got fired because she stopped answering 911 calls. I can't remember how many thousands of calls she either hung up on or just skipped over.
Well, she was probably stressed out. Yeah.
Well, in her words, she said, I didn't want to work that day. This is her.
Excuse me, I'm working.
The logs say otherwise. A mother tried calling 3 times. You hung up 3 times.
I just didn't feel like working.
I just didn't feel like working.
Stand up.
You can tell this is a police officer. He's holding his vest. His hands are right here, so you can see the body cam. You know how they hold their vests like this, so you can see his hands on his vest. So this is one police officer to another.
Right now.
I didn't feel like working that day. That was Crenshonda Latrice Williams, 23 years old, 18 months on the job as a 911 dispatcher for Harris County, Texas. And in that moment, sitting at her console on the 5th floor of the Emergency Communications Center on Travis Street in downtown Houston, she had just admitted to failing a family in the worst way imaginable.
Excuse me, I'm working.
The logs.
Yeah, so according to this website, she allowed thousands of calls to be cut short or skipped over. So people needing help. People who were contemplating dropping their wheelchair off into the river. And she failed them.
She wasn't being a clown. She was being an idiot.
Mm-hmm. People's lives are at stake.
I think the way the system is built now, I don't know if people can get out of this matrix. The literal feeling is, they say is if you can't beat them, you eat them or you join them. And I think that's what everybody feels. Everybody saw you.
Can't beat them, you eat them.
That's right, Ted.
Yeah.
Well, you guys remember the other clown.
Which one?
The Admiral that had a mask on. You guys remember that guy? Mm-mm. The Admiral that had a mask on?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody noticed it. You could see it right around his neck.
Oh, right. Yes, the neck guy. Yeah.
And
I thought he had a tracheotomy.
Yeah. You can tell just by looking at my clavicle here. I don't have no mask on. No, that's all real.
No, that's interesting. Yeah.
The Admiral, they didn't go to the General to save any time. They went to the Admiral. And they asked him about that.
Admiral, I wanted to bring up this before we even talk about Iran. Everybody, you broke the internet known as Mask Man. Can you pull on your face or something for me, sir? What was going on there?
Grant, it's just a distraction from the important subject we want to talk about, Iran. And at a time like now, we need to be focused on that problem with the president. He's got a challenge on his head.
I love the diversion. And I also love how they have this banner here covering his clavicle.
The crawler, is over it to cover it. Man.
Guys, it's our fault for not staying focused on the main agenda they're trying to push.
With our president.
Yeah, which is we're going to have a peace plan with Iran. No, we're going to bomb them back into the Stone Age. No, we're going to have a peace plan. No, we're going to blast them into obliteration.
No.
Right.
We're having a UFC arena built in front of the White House.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part. Yeah. Much more important about saving,
Private Ryan.
Mind. I'm just going to, yes.
Well, let's look at the original video from the Admiral, shall we?
John, back to you. Thank you, Daniela. And right now we have joining us Robert Harward, who will be speaking about the matter in Iran. Robert, thank you for coming on.
I'm Robert Howard.
Thank you so much for coming, Robert. I would first like to ask you...
I'm definitely Robert Howard, retired Admiral, United States military.
Yes, thank you so much again for coming on the program, Robert. What I'd like to ask you first is...
I have a lot of experience. Ask me anything about the war, and I'll answer your question. I know everything there is to know about this war.
Excellent. Well, how about we jump right into it? I have a question here regarding the Strait of Hormuz.
We're winning this war.
Well, that's great. That's fantastic. Can you please explain
to me? We're definitely winning this war. By a mile.
Yes, absolutely. Robert, can you please explain to me...
I have a lot of experience. I'm a retired admiral. My name is Robert Howard.
John, back to you.
Yeah.
So you see people wear masks, and it's sick. It's toxic.
I don't know if it's that or if it's just normality. I know it's toxic to consume, so I think colleagues got the right idea. But I don't know if we need physical apparatuses as much as mental apparatuses, but that's a good visual. Sometimes you need to protect yourself from all that because it really is obvious in the comments. That's when you see the reality of it all. It's like, of course, we're laughing about it because it's obvious to us that this is a clown show. But what's crazy is the millions of comments that are oblivious. And not only are they oblivious, sometimes that oblivion turns into defensive mechanisms and they're actually fighting for the clowns. It's like, how dare you disrespect that admiral? How dare... It's like, so now we got clowns hired by clown masters talking to clowns while the clowns are defending the hired clowns. And we're just now in a matrix of clowns. And it's like, so this is worse than the Matrix. At least in the Matrix, you could get a fake steak.
Not everybody is down to clown.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Like anytime I think of a clown, I see a pie going in your face, a big red nose, go honk honk. You got big floppy feet. You know, you're meant to be laughed at. You're a joke.
I think you're stereotyping there a little bit, host.
That's fine. Stereotypes, like myths.
Yeah, people are going to feel like you're kind of punching the clowns right now.
That's fine. They deserve to be punched because stereotypes are myths. Myths are based upon something factual, but they get hyperbolicized so that people can feel something. And that's what a clown is.
You feel like clowns shouldn't have rights?
Anyways, see, that's what I'm saying. We can't talk about the thing that retired Admiral Robert Howard wants to talk about. And like he's saying, oh, you're just diverting up against the important what? Your master clown is clowning. And then you're trying to act like there's something serious because you're diverting from the master clown.
Mm-hmm.
You mean King Clown?
Yeah, King Clown.
The guy had a hole in his neck the size of Mexico. I mean, everybody saw it. That's why everybody's making videos of wearing real masks or fake masks because they're clowning on him.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope this episode of Clown World has helped you. I'm not going to do it anymore.
You're teaching us how to use protection, though.
I hope you have mental protection because...
Don't leave home without it.
If not, this is only going to get worse. Because if it is a matrix, what you do is... This is a purposeless matrix. That's why I say it's worse than the Matrix movie. At least in the Matrix movie, they had a purpose. Their idea was to get out, to go to a place called Zion, or at least the guy who ate the fake steak, he had this idea of enjoying the things that were pleasant. You're living in a matrix where you can barely afford to live. You can barely afford to believe what is being spoken on all your information apparatuses. You don't believe reality, but yet you contribute to it by telling the world that you have visions of pedophilia. And this
You're really selling it, Post.
It's like, this is the matrix you want to live in. This is worse than the Matrix movie. This is worse. So hopefully, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Hopefully, you guys realize you don't have to participate and you don't have to contribute to the clown world. But unfortunately, I think we all will because we feel like this is all that's left. And that's because you have no aim. You have no purpose. You have no direction.
I think the Elder's aim is pretty good.
That's the beauty of a map. The map itself doesn't tell you where to go. But the only reason you pull out a map is because you know where you want to go and you need assistance to get there. But if you pull out a map and you have no aim, no direction, all the information on a map is still useless because you have no direction.
Yeah, you can't shoot the map itself isn't the shot. It's showing you where to shoot your shot.
Well, it's going to assist you, but it only can help you as much as you want to be helped. It can't tell you where you should go.
Yeah, it can't guide your hands and your torso. Only you can do that.
But it will help you once you decide where to guide. And so that's the problem. People have all this access to information and data, but they don't know what they want to hear. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they want to do. And
they don't know, but they want to know.
No, what's even more stupid is this clown world is telling you that there is no more hope for you. AI is taking your jobs. AI is taking this. AI is going to say no more education. AI. Basically, the clown world matrix is telling you, we're going to give you the map to the world, but you don't have any purpose. So it's like, so what do I need a map if I don't know where I'm going? And so that's the ironic, stupid part. You have more information than ever.
They don't know where they're going because they don't have the map.
No, we all get the map, and they tell you we'll give you the map for free. But then they're going to tell you
they
the
want
map's
it for free because they don't want to pay for it.
Well, they're going to say the map's useless because you got no purpose.
Yeah, and they don't have any purpose because the map is useless.
No, they have no purpose because the architect is telling you have no purpose.
And the architect is telling you that
answer.
Because the map is free.
Now the map is free, so you can believe that you're purposeless.
It just came to me. I have a solution. This is how we save society. We need to start having shop classes here on the Matrix Network. So we'll do woodworking, and we'll do plumbing, and maybe we'll do a little farming and gardening. I'm telling you that this could turn society around.
You know, I've said this before. There's nothing stopping you from doing it right now. You don't need anybody to tell you this. If you like something, I've told you before, sometimes you have to fake it so you can have a purpose. So the world's going to keep telling you, we don't need farmers. We don't need you. We don't need this. So what? You like doing it? Go do it. Stop living in clown world, contributing to clown world. You like something, whatever that is, run for it. Aim that way. And you got all the information to do that thing now. Go do it. What's the point of having all this information on how to be a master agricultural genius if you say, well, what's the point of farming? Who cares? Whatever you like, utilize the map and go do it, regardless if you need it or not. Because if not, you're going to be left in this endless loop. And it's a weird loop because you have so much information, but you got nowhere to go because the world's telling you, we don't need you.
And they don't need you because you don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, and that's because you believe that.
If you study plumbing, you can fix the toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And you know how to fix the toilet because you plumbed and because you know how to plumb.
Yes. Yeah, you see, it's all connected beautifully.
Yep. And
if you want some radishes, you go plant the radishes, you pull the radishes, you eat the radishes. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful system. And you feel accomplished. I'm telling you.
That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. Like, you don't have any radishes because you ate those radishes.
Yeah, it's kind of like you, colleague, probably live by the mantra of, you can't love your job. You got the job you love.
Yeah, I live by that mantra because it lives by me. Like, I actually, it's not that I'm over here making trouble. Trouble actually makes me.
Yeah, that's the people that have no direction. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I'm like, man, I'm not going to say it anymore, but just remember, whatever you love, pursue it. You got all the information in the world, more than any society in all history, to do the thing that you love, whatever it is. Use the map. Don't look at the map with no purpose, because then you're going to feel worse than you started, because now you're going to say, what's the point of all this information if I have no purpose in this world, no direction in this world? Whatever your proclivities are, whatever your desires are, your propensity, whatever you want to call it, pursue it. Use the information, use the data. Don't be a contributor to the clown world. That's all I'm saying. And that's the last time I'm going to say it.
I also want to wish everybody a happy National Applesauce Day. It's Applesauce Cake Day, excuse me. June 6th, Saturday, 2026.
I didn't know they actually had some. Like, applesauce cake is very proprietary.
Yeah, and it's Applesauce Cake Day.
Yeah, like I like coffee cake. I never heard of applesauce cake.
Well, you like coffee cake because you've never heard of applesauce cake.
I don't think so. I think I like coffee cake because I've tried it and it tasted good.
Yeah,
and there is no coffee in coffee cake.
Right. There's no coffee in coffee cake because it's not coffee cake.
That's true. That's self-evident.
There's no applesauce and applesauce cake. So there you go.
I don't know. Is there?
It looks like it based on the picture. Surprise.
And don't forget to take proactive, take control with 35% off. Man, I'm telling you, man, this is just pathetic.
This is only pathetic because it's not. And we're the only show that's not pathetic. So it's kind of like one of those oxymoron things.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, it's because we don't clown.
Yeah.
I feel you because I haven't felled you.
Yeah, we're not over here like goosenecking anything.
Because we are goosenecking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Anyways, that's all we got for this week's episode. Anything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is a byproduct of my frustration of looking for information to talk about. And I just had this strange vision of the worst possible matrix that could possibly exist. And it's not misinformation or disinformation. It's when you feel like you have all information. Now imagine this matrix. You are given all information, but you're not necessary. That's worse than having hidden information. Because when it's hidden, then you feel like there's a reason it's being hidden from you. That puts intrinsic value in the person. But if you are given all information, but then you feel like, or you're being told that you are not necessary, that means you are so unvaluable that they don't even think hiding information is purposeful. Because you're so purposeless. You have no value. So they don't even care. That is the worst of matrices.
Burn it all down. He's all ready. He's ready. He's not going to take any smoke inhalation.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the amount of masculine toxicity outside these walls is unbearable.
Well, I appreciate colleague because without him, I would have not heard of this new fantasy people have of POCD. I've never even heard such a thing, but apparently, because I don't, I'm not the one that thinks that's the most horrible thing. And this is clown world to the extreme. Anyways, that's all we have for this week's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like the video, subscribe. Check us out every Thursday on our lives. Talk to us so you can not contribute to clown world. But as always, this fine gentleman here. That's Mask Man. This fine gentleman here
is not Mask Man.
That is Elder. And as always, I'm host. But until next time, this is the Matrix Network telling you don't have to participate in Clown World.
That's right. Don't be down with the clown.
Yeah.
Happy National Applesauce Cake Day.
Yeah. We're out of here.
Yep.